And it's like, and companionship comes in like different forms, whether it's platonic, relationships, familial, and all that stuff. So it's like, it's normal to want that, and especially when it's normal to want like a partner, a romantic partner. And I'm not gonna like, oh, knock someone down for that, you know? Shit, sometimes I want a partner, even though I don't know, I'm a bit weird when it comes to like relationships. But like shit, it's sometimes I'm like, damn, like I could boyfriend would be nice right now, you know? But yeah, like I get that, you know? And it's normal, you know, I get that. Hi, welcome to another video. I'm back with the topic, as you can see, why being alone is great, you know? And if you guys find this video interesting, like and subscribe. And yeah, this is like a little rant on why I think, you know, being alone is kind of great. You know, it's not the worst thing ever. And I'm kind of using my situation to kind of speak off for that. And I feel like it could apply to like most things. Most people's experience of being alone. Probably not most, but like a good amount. Because, you know, some people being alone is like kind of bad because they're like not choosing to be alone. You know, it's kind of like involuntarily. But yeah, you get what I'm saying. It would kind of make sense for me to have like a format of like listing it of like the benefits, you know, like how it's so great and awesome and, you know, so, you know, and why, you know, it's a good thing, you know, the benefits of it. But I don't really, you know, I'm just kind of going off of like anything that comes to my head of like why it would be a good thing. But yeah, so if, you know, everything's little and that's me putting it like that's a pretty word for it, like being a little, it's gonna be very unstructured, but you know, that's great. That's the charm in it, you know? But yeah, my first reason would be being alone is that, you know, you get time to focus on anything that you want to do, your passions, your aspirations, you have time for your hobbies and all that stuff, you know? I feel like, but it's like if you're in a relationship, it wouldn't really, there's still a balance in it, but like you could put all your time into it, not have to worry about any drama that comes with a relationship, you know, because, you know, sometimes there's drama, you know, or like any situation happening, you know, you could put all of your time and energy into that without worrying about romance being as a back burner or something like that, you know? And another reason will kind of goes with the last one, would be like kind of like doing your own thing and like kind of focusing on yourself. And it's like if you do use it as a time for like self-introspection and try to figure out your flaws and all those things and things that, oh, you know, if they're like huge flaws where you could like fix up on them or something like that, you know, anything problematic you got going on, whether if it's like, you know, you have issues with, what's the word, fidelity, you know, or I think that would be the word. But, you know, if you have your own issues, I don't know, that's the first reason that came to my, like, first thing that came to head. I can't talk. That's the first thing that came to my noggin. And another would be like, you know, if you have insecurity, like huge insecurities where your girl can't even go to like the grocery store without you needing to know her location or something like that. Or your boyfriend, you know, or anything, you know, your partner. If you have any issues like that, you need to focus on yourself before you put someone else through that. You know? Another one would kind of be like being manipulative or gaslighty and all that stuff. Focus on yourself first. You know, that would be a good time for you to just not put anybody through that. Just leave romance alone for a little bit and just focus on yourself. Fix those things. Go to therapy if you need to, you know, if you want to, if that's where that works for you. Or anything that you feel like could actually help you, do that. Focus on yourself. Do some stuff at intersection. And then, you know, focus on yourself. Learn more about yourself, you know? And it's like with you kind of being like putting romance and trying to find a partner on like the back burner kind of thing, you know, you focus on everything else. You could like put more energy into areas that you probably never really put energy into, or probably need to put more energy into, and that you didn't realize that you didn't realize that you really needed to. You know, you learn more about yourself, learn more of the things that you like, learn more of the things that you don't like. You can reflect more about your past relationships if you have any. Kind of realize, oh, you know, kind of better on if you made any mistakes and stuff like that, where you look back at your past relationships and like, oh damn, I did this wrong, or I went wrong with this specific thing. So it's like you kind of work on that, you know, kind of see if you have any bad patterns when you pick partners or anything like that. So it's like, and like with putting time away from being in a relationship and actively looking for it, you might find one when you're actually not looking for one. Find that a great person comes into your life and all that stuff, and you know, you did all that stuff, you're a better person, hopefully. And you know, and if you know, you kind of see what you like, your standards and all that stuff, and you kind of look and kind of better your standards, and you know, not pick horrible people, you know, because no, you're not. Let me not say that. You know, some guys are not great, you know? And yeah, that was a bit of a rant. But I feel like that's my whole point, you know, my whole point of making this video, and kind of like, I feel like I was more so like kind of projecting, but like I feel like most those are kind of like my reasons of why I think it's pretty great. Like there's pros of being single. But yeah, it's great, but it's also great to be on your own. And it's like, I know that like there's people who like involuntarily, where it's like they're not really choosing it, so it's like they kind of feel it's a bad thing. And it's like, I feel like what I'm kind of saying kind of applies to like probably like people who are my age range, where it's like young, you know, you don't really gotta focus on anything, you're not really at that stage where you want to have kids or nothing like that, you know, because you're living life basically. So it's like it would probably more so like apply to that group, probably more so than like if you're like in your 30s and you're trying to settle down and have kids and stuff like that, you know. So that really probably wouldn't apply. But yeah, so if you like this, like and subscribe, and let me know what your thoughts are. And yeah.